with the UFC introducing the flyweights into the promotion in 2012, with only 13 fighters as far as in that division, do you think that the UFC did a good job at promoting and making this division something to really care about?
Yeah, I think they're doing a great job of promoting it, and they're doing a great job to try to get fans to care about this division, and it's just going to take time. Everything takes time.
Would you like to see more flyweight fights actually happening in the UFC? I mean, Kevin just mentioned only 13 guys on the roster. Would you like to see maybe more guys on the roster, more fights happening in the promotion?
Absolutely. There's so many weight classes now in the UFC. I mean, everybody has to have a chance to go around and get their chance in the spotlight. I'm just happy to be on the roster of the UFC and just be able to fight. So
now, obviously, John Dodson, a tough opponent, and you're not looking past him. But as far as other guys in the division, who do you see as the next contenders, the next guy that could be a challenge to you?
I think everybody, even though I beat, Joseph and Ian McKough already, those guys are going to be training hard to come get back and try to get that loss out of their record or get to me. I just look at everybody as a potential opponent, regardless if I win or lose. So nothing's going to change. Whether I win or lose this fight, I'm going to go home and train for the next one. If I win this fight, I'm going to go home and train for the next one. So nothing changes.
Now, Benavidez and McKough are scheduled to fight on February 2nd, just a week after you fight. Do you think that'll be a number one contenders bout?
I'm not sure. I think, the guy who, John Moraga, he just won a fight in Vegas against Chris Karasu. I can see, him fighting the winner of Joseph and Ian McKough, and the winner of that gets, a title shot. But at the same time, you never know what the UFC has in store. My job is just to get ready for the next fight.
And do you have any idea on when you'd like that to be? I mean, how often do you want to fight in 2013?
I'd like to get 3 fights this year. If I fight, January and maybe fight in April or June, and then, take a little time off and then fight in November or December, that'd be fantastic.
And we'd love to see that. We'd love to see you defend that championship 3 times this year. I think that would be fantastic. Love to see the champions defending as much as possible. Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, we see you wearing that Xbox gear everywhere you go. Do you know when the UFC game is coming out for Xbox, the EA Sports game?
I do not. I know it might be coming out 2013 or 14. EA is working extremely hard on it, so I'm not sure. I don't have a ETA on what that's going to be coming out. All
right. Well, I figured I'd ask. You have the Xbox sponsorship. You're a UFC champion. I figure you're in the know.
No. They keep me on. I don't even know anything about the new Xbox 360. When I talked to one of the reps, one of my buddies who works there, I was like, so what's the scoop on an Xbox 720? He goes, dude, they don't even tell me, because if they tell me, then I tell you, then you tell somebody, then it's all out everywhere. And I'm like, correct.
Well, I'm glad you're trying to get the scoops. I'm glad you're trying to figure it out, because I want to know as well. Is there anything you're looking forward to that's coming out on Xbox? Anything you can't wait to play?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Dead Space 3, Tomb Raider. We got a great project we're working on coming out pretty soon, so look out for that. And I'm also looking forward to Gears of War Judgment. All right, and what are you playing right now? I just completed Devil May Cry today, and I'm working. My wife just laughed at me. I'm working on going back and beating it again and collecting all the achievements and playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
And how do you balance your fighting career and your video game career? It sounds like a lot of time.
Yeah, well, I train twice a day, and when I train twice a day, I'm away from the house the whole day. And so during training sessions, I have like 3 or 4 hours rest period, and I use that time to play video games.
And that's every day? I mean, without fail, you're dedicated.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, I don't like to look at it that I'm dedicated my life to video games. I look at it that, when I'm out training for a fight, in the morning, from 11 to 1, it's strictly just training, nothing. I go eat or whatever, and then I have time to do something. I don't like taking naps during the day because I don't sleep well at night. So I'm like, well, why not just kill time? I play video games. It saves money. I'm not out, or shopping or anything. So I just do it, and then when it's time to go train next door again or the next session, I pack it all up, go next door, and train for like 3 hours, and hit the road and head back home.
Now, do you like to play online or just kind of by yourself?
I like to play online. I like to. When I play Call of Duty Black Ops, it's all about the shotgun, closed casket.
Oh, the shotgun. That's an interesting gun to use at that point.
Yep.
Wow. Demetrious Johnson, watch out. He might be shotgunning you in the face. So how does that work, though, with Xbox? Do you get the UFC pay-per-views for free? As a UFC, fighter and a champion, I always wonder what it's like for guys like you. I mean, say you want to watch UFC 156. Is that free? Do you get it comped by the UFC? How does that work?
Sometimes you never know. Sometimes in the previous past, when the Xbox 360 is trying to push, the awareness of you can rent the UFC on Xbox Live, sometimes they'll give it to me, free because I try to help them push their awareness. It's actually a great way to watch it. I prefer watching on Xbox 360 than on DirecTV because there's a big screw-up one UFC fight where I had a whole bunch of people over and we were trying to watch it on DirecTV and then it come through. But, Xbox 360, they pulled right through for me, so.
Well, that's a fantastic commercial. They should be giving you UFC 156 for free just for that.
Thanks, I'll let them know that.
Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, we can't wait to see you fight. 8 days away. It's going to be a great fight. We wish you a lot of luck. And, again, thank you very much for joining us. We know you're busy. Don't want to take you away from your wife or your video games. Thank you very much, Demetrious.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful night.
There he is. Mighty Mouse